As I've already told you, promoters pledging is not visible in the balance sheet. To offer a solution to this problem, Finology introduces you to Ticker. You can just search for a company here and could find the promoters holding directly. Also, when you scroll down, you can find the shareholding pattern as well as the promoters pledging, making your work very easy. Now, promoters are the founders of the company. They help to raise money. Now, analyzing a promoter holding could tell you about the confidence of its very insiders in the company. For example, in case of Zlearn Limited, the promoters' holdings stand at 57.17%. It is a good sign. Ideally, the thumb rule is that the promoter's holding should be above 35 to 40%. There are certain exceptions to it, like professionally managed companies like ITC. The second exception would be banks, as RBI imposes certain restrictions on the shareholding pattern so that no single person has the power to regulate a bank. So in banks also, the promoter shareholding would not normally exceed 20 to 30%. Now, just knowing the shareholding pattern and the shareholding amount is not enough. You should also check the pledging. So here, out of these 57% shares which are held by the promoters, more than 82% are pledged. So although the promoter's shareholding is sufficient, but most of it is pledged, which is not a good sign. This is also visible in the limitations of the company. Another thing we should check is the trend of shareholding pattern. Is it increasing every quarter, or the promoters are selling off their stakes? In this case, promoters are reducing their stakes from 57.51 in December 2018 to 57.17 in December 19. That means within a span of 1 year, the sell-off might be on the account of their low confidence in their own company, and thus it is not considered as a good sign. Also, pledging comes with a risk that if promoters are not able to pay back, these shares might be sold off by the financial institutions. And when the supply of share will increase, it might lead to sudden fall in prices of the shares. Now, coming on to the exceptions, that certain companies do not have promoter shareholding as they are professionally managed. Like currently in case of Yes Bank, its shares will be held by SBI, HDFC, Axis Bank. There will be almost no promoter shareholding, but it will be managed by some big market players. Similarly, in case of ITC, when we see the shareholding pattern, the promoter shareholding is 0% because it is managed by professionals. But when we see the pattern, around 42% is held by domestic institutional investors like mutual fund houses, insurance companies who are very experienced and professional institutions, and then again 15% are held by foreign institutions. So despite the fact that promoter shareholding is 0%, around 60% are held by reputed institutions. Thus, in case of professionally managed companies, we can ignore the promoters' holdings and look after the institutional investors.